Welcome to Book Summary. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most influential books on power dynamics and strategy, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Whether you're looking to enhance your leadership skills, navigate complex social interactions, or simply gain a better understanding of human behavior, this book offers a wealth of practical advice and historical insights. From ancient rulers to modern-day leaders, Greene's laws have been applied by some of the most powerful individuals in history. We'll break down the first 24 laws, providing you with a detailed summary and real-world examples to illustrate each concept. So, grab a notebook and get ready to take some notes. This is knowledge you won't want to miss. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content. Let's get started. Law 1. Never outshine the master. Always ensure that those above you feel superior. It's essential not to overshadow those in authority, as this can provoke envy and resentment. Demonstrating your skills and intelligence too openly can make your superiors feel insecure. Example: in the 16th century, Nicolas Fouquet, the finance minister of France, hosted an extravagant party at his newly built chateau to impress King Louis XIV. Instead of admiration, Fouquet's display of wealth and power overshadowed the king, leading to his arrest and imprisonment. Had Fouquet been more subtle, he could have maintained his favor with the king. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Friends can be unreliable due to emotional attachments and personal agendas. Enemies, however, can be more beneficial as they have a motive to prove their loyalty and can often be more objective and trustworthy in certain situations. Example: Michael III of the Byzantine Empire appointed Basilius, a former enemy, as his chief assistant. Basilius, having much to prove, worked hard to demonstrate his loyalty, ultimately serving Michael effectively. Friends, conversely, might not have had the same drive to prove their worth. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. Keep your plans and strategies hidden. By revealing less, you leave others guessing and unable to counter your moves. Secrecy adds an element of unpredictability and mystery. Example: Otto von Bismarck, the German statesman, was a master at concealing his political intentions. By keeping his opponents and even allies unsure of his true plans, he was able to outmaneuver them effectively, leading to the unification of Germany. Law 4. Always say less than necessary. Speaking less makes you appear more powerful and mysterious. It also reduces the risk of saying something you'll later regret or that could be used against you. Example: in negotiations, John D. Rockefeller often remained silent, allowing others to reveal their plans and weaknesses. His reserved demeanor gave him an upper hand, as silence can be a powerful negotiating tool. Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Your reputation is a cornerstone of your power. Protect it vigilantly and destroy enemies by attacking their reputation. A tarnished reputation can be difficult to restore, so it's crucial to maintain a spotless image. Example: during the early 20th century, newspaper magnate William Randolph Hearst fiercely protected his reputation. He used his media empire to attack and discredit his rivals, ensuring his own status remained untarnished. Law 6. Court attention at all costs. Being visible and attracting attention are crucial. Without it, you are unnoticed and powerless. Make yourself a magnet for attention by creating intrigue and presenting yourself in a unique way. Example: Andy Warhol mastered the art of courting attention with his unique art and eccentric persona. His ability to consistently stay in the public eye made him an influential figure in the art world. Law 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Explanation: use the skills and knowledge of others to further your own goals, while taking credit for their efforts. This allows you to leverage their expertise while building your own reputation. Example: Thomas Edison was known for hiring skilled engineers and inventors, then taking credit for their innovations. This built his reputation as a prolific inventor while utilizing the talents of others. Law 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. Explanation: always maintain the upper hand by making others approach you. This puts you in a position of power and control. By creating an environment where people seek your favor, you dictate the terms of engagement. Example: the Italian diplomat Niccolò Machiavelli used intrigue and mystery to make others seek his counsel and favor. thus maintaining his influence and control over political situations. Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. Explanation. Demonstrating your point through actions is more effective than arguing. Actions speak louder than words, and it's harder to dispute actions than words. Example, during the Civil Rights Movement, Martin Luther King Jr.'s nonviolent protests and marches demonstrated the power of peaceful resistance more effectively than any argument could. His actions conveyed a clear and powerful message of equality and justice. Law 10. Infection. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Explanation. Avoid associating with those who bring misfortune. Their problems can become contagious and impact your success. Surround yourself with positive and successful individuals instead. Example, in ancient Rome, Marcus Aurelius surrounded himself with positive influences and successful advisors, avoiding those who were constantly unlucky or negative, which helped maintain his strong leadership. Law 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. By making others reliant on you, you ensure your own security and control. When people depend on you for their success, you maintain a position of power and influence. Example, Louis XIV of France kept his nobles dependent on his favor by centralizing power at his court in Versailles. This ensured their loyalty and prevented rebellion, as their fortunes were tied to his goodwill. Law 12. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. Occasional acts of honesty or generosity can disarm and distract others, making them more susceptible to manipulation. These acts build trust, which can be exploited later. Example, during his rise to power, Abraham Lincoln often disarmed his political opponents with acts of kindness and honesty, gaining their trust and support. This strategic generosity helped him navigate the complex political landscape. Law 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. People are more likely to help if there's something in it for them. Appeal to their interests rather than their sense of mercy or gratitude. Example, during his exploration, Christopher Columbus appealed to Queen Isabella of Spain's interests by promising wealth and new territories, which secured her support for his voyages. Law 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. By acting friendly, you can gather valuable information about others, which you can later use to your advantage. Being perceived as a friend allows you to observe and learn without raising suspicion. Example, during World War II, many spies used the guise of friendship to gather crucial information, significantly impacting the course of the war. Their ability to blend in and gain trust made them highly effective. Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. Completely destroying your enemies ensures they can never recover and seek revenge. If left standing, they might regroup and come back stronger. Example, after defeating his rivals, Genghis Khan crushed their power bases entirely, ensuring they could never rise against him again. His total domination secured his empire's stability. Law 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. Explanation. Creating scarcity by withdrawing temporarily can make people appreciate and desire you more. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, and it can increase your perceived value. Example, Napoleon Bonaparte often retreated from public life, increasing his mystique and making his return more eagerly anticipated. This tactic kept public interest and respect for him high. Law 17. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Explanation. By being unpredictable, you keep others off balance, making it harder for them to anticipate and counter your moves. Unpredictability creates a sense of fear and respect. Example, Steve Jobs was known for his unpredictability, which kept his competitors and even his employees on their toes, constantly guessing his next move. This unpredictability helped Apple stay ahead in the technology market. Law 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. Explanation. Engage with others and stay connected. Isolation makes you vulnerable and less informed. Being part of a network allows you to stay aware of changes and threats. Example, the Chinese Emperor Qin Shi Huang isolated himself behind walls, which led to his downfall as he became disconnected from the reality of his empire. Staying engaged with his advisors and people might have strengthened his rule. Law 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. Explanation. Be cautious and aware of who you're interacting with. Some people are more dangerous than they appear, and offending them can have severe repercussions. Example, in 1804, Aaron Burr fatally underestimated Alexander Hamilton, resulting in Hamilton's life and Burr's political career. Understanding Hamilton's influence might have prevented this tragic outcome. Law 20, do not commit to anyone, explanation. By maintaining your independence and avoiding commitments, you remain free to move and act as you please. This flexibility allows you to adapt to changing circumstances and opportunities. Example, Queen Elizabeth I skillfully avoided marriage commitments to maintain her power and independence as a ruler. Her ability to remain unattached politically and personally kept her options open and her reign strong. Law 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. Underestimating your intelligence can lead others to reveal their weaknesses, making them easier to manipulate. Feigning ignorance can be a strategic tool. Example, British intelligence officer Elizabeth Friedman pretended to be less knowledgeable about encryption, allowing her to outsmart and decode enemy communications during World War II. Her perceived simplicity made her a formidable opponent. Law 22. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. By surrendering strategically, you can manipulate the situation to your advantage and gain sympathy. Sometimes, appearing weak and vulnerable can be a powerful tool to disarm opponents and make them underestimate you. Example, during the American Revolution, George Washington's strategic retreats were seen as acts of surrender, but were calculated moves that lured the British into disadvantageous positions. His willingness to appear weak at times led to ultimate strategic victories. Law 23. Concentrate your forces. Focus your resources and efforts on a single point to achieve maximum impact. By concentrating your power, you can achieve greater success rather than spreading yourself too thin. Example, Alexander the Great concentrated his military forces at key battles, such as the Battle of Issus. By focusing his resources and troops on decisive points, he ensured powerful and often overwhelming victories. Law 24. Play the perfect courtier. Master the art of being a supportive and indispensable aid to those in power. The perfect courtier can navigate complex social landscapes, charm, flatter, and operate subtly to gain influence. Example, Sir Walter Raleigh became indispensable to Queen Elizabeth I through his loyalty, charm, and strategic advice. By mastering the courtier's role, he was able to amass significant influence and power at court. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might find it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to Book Summary for more book summaries and content that empowers you with knowledge. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Which law resonated with you the most? Are there any strategies you're planning to implement? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay powerful.